Today I'm pleased to introduce several qualified voices in the eating disorder field. They represent areas of treatment, research, advocacy, and prevention, and they're united by a common goal, the need for comprehensive eating disorder services in our state.
As Christine mentioned, I was part of the task force that drafted the charter back in 2005, and I think the way that the charter was developed is telling. We formed a task force of about 25 different family members from around the world, and we brought these people together on a telephone call and asked them, is there anything the Academy can do for you? And what we heard stunned us and horrified us. On this telephone call, across the board, families talked about stigma, they talked about being marginalized, they talked about lack of access to treatment in all of their countries, and that if there was treatment, often it was inadequate with untrained professionals or professionals with very little training. We drafted the charter, and the way we drafted it is we just posted a simple survey online, and within 3 months we received 1,800 responses from around the world, from family members, from professionals, from sufferers. The message we got was the same, that people with eating disorders and their families are stigmatized, parents as well. Parents are blamed, parents are left out of treatment, parents have no say-so about treatment, and they're the experts about their own children. The disease itself is isolating, and on top of it, families are splintered. We put all those responses together and we created the charter. So everything you read in here was written by family members, professionals, and sufferers from around the world. And these standards set forth in the charter apply to us here in Michigan.
Today we're advocating for mental health parity in Michigan, which means that mental health issues are recognized in the same way that medical illnesses are, as well as comprehensive eating disorder coverage and treatment options. In the United States, 10 million women and 1 million men suffer from an eating disorder, including anorexia and bulimia. When adequate resources and treatment are available, these illnesses are preventable and treatable.
Just to share a little bit about my personal experience, I did struggle with anorexia. I went away to ballet camp. I was 12 years old, and I was coming into adolescence. Obviously, your body is changing, and you're starting to become very self-aware, and it's a rocky time for adolescence. So that's when I started to go on my first diet, thinking that I had to be a thin ideal in order to be successful in what was my love and my dream and my passion, which was ballet. When I was about 15 or 16 years old, this severe dieting had developed into anorexia. Going from being someone who loved ballet, was so passionate about the arts in school and my friends, to being someone who couldn't sleep and hated to look at my body in the mirror, and would stay up at night and just go in the bathroom and stare at myself in the mirror and just cry because I was so fat, which I was not, because of something that I could control. It wasn't a choice. Like, I wouldn't want to be that way. I wouldn't want to be depressed. I wouldn't want to be unhappy. I didn't want to lose my love for ballet. But unfortunately, because of my eating disorder, I had to give up that dream. And in order to get better, in order to recover, with the help of my mom, she stepped in and took me to the doctor's office.
As a parent advocate, this is the point where I'm saying, first of all, we really needed to know what was going on before she reached this point, okay? We needed to have caught it at 12 or 13. I'm so happy to be out there to encourage moms who want to say, no, there's nothing wrong with my child, that this is very serious. You cannot also be in denial yourself. You, as the parent or counselor or teacher, you're the ones that need to step in immediately and get your child or the student help. Because if you don't, as we've talked about, they could die.
I am very grateful that I have my life. And I would not have that had I not had treatment, had I not received professional assistance, had I not had the support of a wonderful family. Without professional help, you cannot get through this illness. It's not a phase. It's not something that can be ignored. That is my story, and I'm very, very, very lucky to be here, and very, very blessed.
First, we'd love for you to sign the charter available at the Academy website. We would also like to ask you to contact your state legislator or state representative regarding mental health parity, one that includes eating disorder coverage. We've left a form letter kind of giving you guidelines for doing that. You can also find your legislator at the website that we have on the screen. So we thank you again, and we hope that you'll help us in taking action.